Hold on to your hats, Bitcoin ETFs are breaking records this week and Grayscale is leading the charge. Despite past outflows, Grayscale remains bullish recently, expressing optimism about the surge in Bitcoin ETF inflows. Exciting times ahead for the crypto world. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and let's start. And we're starting off with, just in, Texas Blockchain Council's lawsuit successfully stops the Biden administration from the government data collection on Bitcoin miners. The government agrees to destroy data collected. Next up, big breaking news as Bitcoin overtakes the economy of UAE, so United Arab Emirates, and we already had Saudi Arabia yesterday and Turkey, so we are continuously seeing Bitcoin overtaking the economies of multiple huge countries. Next up, there are two crucial questions this cycle for Bitcoin. What is the cycle top? When is the cycle top? This analysis points to August 2024 as the time. I won't spend more time supporting this thesis with the multiple proofs because I don't want this scenario to become widespread. If anyone finds it unrealistic, just don't follow it. This is my first and last post on timing. I won't engage in debates to defend it. August 2024, regarding the first question, I will spend more time and more pause to analyze. Next up, Wall Street is buying Bitcoin. So can Bitcoin be stopped? To even have a chance to stop Bitcoin, every government in the world would have to successfully coordinate simultaneously to shut down the internet everywhere and then keep it off forever. Even in that improbable scenario, the Bitcoin network can be communicated over the radio signals and mesh networks. Also, just in, US presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says transactional freedom is as important as freedom of speech, and you only get that from Bitcoin. Big breaking news, Wall Street millionaires are buying Bitcoin, and also Grayscale Bitcoin spot ETF banner is now up on the Wall Street as well. One of the world's largest banks, Bank of America, are now offering Bitcoin ETFs to clients. Breaking in, the Biden administration is canceling the fake Bitcoin mining emergency declaration and destroying the data that is illegally collected. So the government is going to restart the process the legal way, and with public notice and comment, the government is also paying attorneys' fees for Bitcoin miners. Next up, before Bitcoin, there was never an asset with a predetermined issuance schedule or finite supply. Nobody knows how much gold exists or how much will exist in the future. Nobody knows how many Apple shares will be printed in the next 30 years. Nobody knows how many dollars will exist in the next 30 years. Nobody knows how much debt the US government will issue. Nobody knows if technology will be improved to let us build houses faster and cheaper. With Bitcoin, we know that new blocks with records of transactions will be created every 8 to 12 minutes. Every 2016 blocks, there will be a difficulty adjustment to ensure that block remains on schedule to be created every 8 to 12 minutes. The supply of Bitcoin will be decreased by 50% every 210,000 blocks, and there will never be 21 million Bitcoin. Production will stop at just short of 21 million. Global adoption is just getting started. Just in, Michael Saylor at Bitcoin Atlantis. Ask now what Bitcoin can do for you. Ask what you can do for Bitcoin. Bitcoin needs you. And to the main topic of today's video, Grayscale's optimism on Bitcoin ETFs rises with the mainstream acceptance. Bitcoin ETFs have smashed records this week, and with more and more influx of capital each day, the Bitcoin ETFs have kept the prices of Bitcoin afloat. Despite constant outflows since inception, Grayscale has kept its optimistic stance constant for Bitcoin ETFs, and in a recent interview, Grayscale's global head of ETF expressed his positive stance on the current Bitcoin ETF inflow rise. Grayscale stays positive on Bitcoin ETFs, and in a recent interview with Yahoo Finance, Grayscale global head of ETF Dave Lavelle said that Bitcoin ETFs are democratizing cryptocurrency investing, as the remarks come in the same tone as of other industry experts, terming ETFs as the bridge between digital currencies and traditional financial markets. Last month has seen outflows totaling close to $8 billion from Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust, and according to Yahoo Finance, Lavelle explains, we came to market with 28 billion in assets and we had 100% market share, so for us to expect that we were going to maintain 100% market share wasn't something that we were looking at, and so the outflows that we have seen have been expected. We anticipated that. So Grayscale sees prime advertisement in New York. Grayscale's comments on Bitcoin ETF come at a time when GBTC saw prime advertisement hoarding at a Wall Street office in New York. The advertisement marks an important milestone for Grayscale, showing support for people despite the heavy outflows that it has incurred since the exchange-traded funds debuted. So Bitcoin ETFs, what to expect? It is safe to state right now that the upward momentum could last for some time given the recent gain in the price of Bitcoin and the spike in demand for ETFs, because the return on investment for Ethereum and Bitcoin is higher than that of other assets like gold, oil, stock exchanges, and other assets. And Wall Street investors are dumping capital into Bitcoin ETFs, as the crypto fear and greed index has reached a close that it is 4 years higher than before, and as of right now the market is exhibiting extreme greed, as indicated by the levels of 80. Both market enthusiasts and experts in exchange-traded funds agree that Bitcoin ETFs are outperforming important market indicators, and in the future it is anticipated that the market size and asset under management for Bitcoin ETFs will increase. So the market now believes that all the exchange-traded funds provide investors with significant short-term profits in addition to long-term viability, and moreover the market forecast indicates that $10 to $15 billion more will enter Bitcoin spot ETFs in 2024 than we initially anticipated. Next up, JP Morgan says Bitcoin price will correct after Halving, and here is the target. Analysts from JP Morgan, an American multinational financial corporation, have disclosed the potential for a significant price correction in Bitcoin, predicting that the cryptocurrency could see its price drop to 42,000 after the Bitcoin halving event. Bitcoin price prediction post-halving. While many crypto analysts foresee Bitcoin's dramatic rise to new all-time highs and following the highly anticipated Bitcoin halving event, JP Morgan analysts have remained bearish. According to the analysts, the rise in production costs and mining difficulties could push the price of Bitcoin down to 42k after the Bitcoin halving event concludes. So the Bitcoin halving, which is a pre-programmed event that occurs every 4 years, aims to lower inflation by reducing the amount of new Bitcoin created, and a halving refers to the 50% reduction in the rewards paid to Bitcoin miners, resulting in less Bitcoin being mined and a subsequent decrease in the supply of the cryptocurrency. So since Bitcoin inception in 2009, there have been a total of 3 halving events, with the first occurring in November 2012, and the second in July 2016, and the third in May 2020. The next Bitcoin halving event is scheduled for April 2024, as the various projections indicate a continuation of historical trends foreseen a sustained price surge in Bitcoin during this period. And across the last 3 halving cycles, Bitcoin has witnessed an exponential gains, rising to a new all-time highs as decreased supply elevated the cryptocurrency's value. And despite this reoccurring historical tactical pattern, JP Morgan analysts have foreseen a bearish outlook for Bitcoin, underscoring the pronounced impact a reduction in mining profitability and will have on the cryptocurrency's price. So this 42,000 estimate in the level we envisage Bitcoin price drifting towards once Bitcoin halving induced euphoria subsided after April, and JP Morgan analysts stated, all time of writing Bitcoin is at 61,500, reflecting a 20% surge over the past 7 days according to the CoinMarketCap. That's all the information we got on today's video, so don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.